the very latest.
Speaking of street ball, and speaking of hip hop, the marriage between sports and hip hop. Walt, how familiar are you with AND1 mixtape?
Oh man, come on, man. We was watching. I was watching them joints like crazy. Now I wasn't super into them as much as like probably like my friends was, because once I got older and I used to think like, yo, these guys can mess up NBA players when I was watching it when I was watching it when I was younger. But then as I got older, I started to see like, okay, crazy talent. Don't get me wrong, crazy talent. But as far as like putting on a show, of course, love it.
Man. First it was the Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then
AND1.
It was AND1 mixtape. Mm-hmm. Now, AND1 mixtape, I ain't gonna lie. When the AND1 mixtape came out, bruh, I was on it.
Like, it was like it's the hottest thing you got to cop.
Yeah, I was on it, bruh. And listen, guess what? I didn't have to go too far. It always came to me.
When you was up in New York, of course. That's what like.
But what I'm saying is that before I can go get it, somebody else like, yo, we about to go watch this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy, man. So first of all, shout out to Hot Sauce, an Atlanta legend. Hot Sauce, if you listen, and I had a video queued up for Hot Sauce, but it wouldn't load up. But his handle was ridiculous, hands down. Remember Run and Shoot and all of them gyms that used to be in Atlanta? I think it was Run and Shoot.
Yeah, Run and Shoot.
I forget the other gym. I think it's another gym, but man, he owned them gyms, bro. He owned them.
That's crazy.
He owned them gyms. Shout out to Half Man, Half Amazing. Skip to My Lou.
Hey.
The Professor.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Spider.
Yeah.
The Bone Collector.
Hey.
Now, man, bruh. Now I'm gonna tell you. And definitely R.I.P. to Escalade.
Mm-hmm.
Escalade. That's Mark Jackson's brother. If anybody don't know. So I wanna.
When did he pass?
I didn't know that.
I forget when I forget when Escalade passed, but I want to show y'all. Trim, are you familiar with Escalade?
No, not really, but yeah.
Let me show you Escalade. I'm about to show you a little clip of Escalade.
This is all access right here. Y'all eating tacos in Spanish Harlem. We eating tacos in Spain.
Hey, y'all get Escalade another t-shirt. You about to choke.
I don't really understand what y'all keep saying. Slow down. And then you got a collar in the front.
International, highly irrational, capital punishment. We are the condition of try toxic stocks. No fear for cops from Bangkok.
Good to meet you, man. You Escalade, man? Yeah, this is the only man I don't want to talk to y'all.
I'm like Godzilla stomping through Mount Fiji. On his way to Tokyo, you hollow blockhead tell lies like Pinocchio. Flip the Nokia phone.
Hey, look out, don't reach. Hey, the professor. Go change my clothes in a second so he can really see what's going on.
I just wanted to show y'all Escalade. Bruh.
Smooth game.
You see how? First of all, you see how big this man is, bro.
Yeah, and then moving like that, that's skill. That's some serious skill right there.
That, like I said, Mark Jackson's brother. That's his blood. You hear how he talk? He sounds just like Mark Jackson. And y'all don't know who Mark Jackson is. He's the one that does all the NBA Finals announcements. He's a commentator on the NBA Finals. Mama, there goes that man. That's
OG coach of the Warriors.
The Warriors. He put together the Warriors. Let's not get that twisted. He put together
the Knicks back in the day.
Played for the Knicks. Played for the Pacers. He's legendary, and that's his brother. Escalade was I used to like being awe watching him play because I'm like this is a big man, bro. Like I think Escalade was if I had to guess, I think Escalade was like 400.
I give him that.
I think he's about 400.
But for him to be moving like that, that's
he was the
biggest skill right there.
He was the big pun.
Have those
street ball
handling skills like that to handle it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to R.I.P. to Escalade, man. R.I.P. to Escalade. Man.
So when did he? You don't remember? You don't know when he passed?
Escalade. Let's see. Now, I want to say the Escalade passed about maybe 2 years ago. Let's see. Escalade. And one. There we go. Troy Jackson. He passed away. Oh no, he passed away in 2011.
Oh snap!
Yeah, he passed away in 2011. 375 pounds.
Big man.
375 pounds, man. But yeah, R.I.P. to Escalade, man. Like I said, shout out to these are my favorites, like Hot Sauce. Like Hot Sauce, his work ethic, the way he used to practice. I mean, they said Hot Sauce used to practice for like 5 hours a day in the mirror, 5 hours a day on his handle. That's dedication. So shout out to him. But I want to tell y'all a story, quick story. One of my M1 experiences. So now let me say this. I was an M1 mixtape, but I knew people who were bigger M1 mixtape fans, right? So I was in college.
Close.
Yeah, good. Am I frozen? Because I know somebody. I think Trent freezing. Okay, but when I was in college, we it was like a college I went to upstate, and this oh yeah, Trent gone. But I'll continue the story. So I was in college. We were out there. We out there balling. I don't play basketball. Let me start there. I don't know why everybody look at me. They be like, yo, Clay, you like to play ball. No, I cannot play basketball. I definitely would get up there. I get your rebounds. You know what I'm saying? I get a couple of points. I'm gonna put some points in the board. You know what I'm saying? I might be posted up, hit the backboard a little bit. I'm gonna get some points in the board, but I cannot play. But I was doing my thing that day. I was getting my rebounds. Because the thing about it is that when you in the black neighborhood, I don't know about how your other neighborhoods are, but in the urban neighborhood, if you are around the basketball court, you're gonna play, right? Like if you look like you can play, they're gonna position you to do something. So they put me out. I'm it's college. I'm in there just shooting, right? And we playing ball. So the other team had, they was playing the other team and they had this guy on there. So mind you, I'm not guarding him, but I'm waiting for rebounds, right? So my dude was nice. He coming up the court. You know what I'm saying? And handle crazy. And every time he came and scored, he kept on saying, "I'll be right back." So he once again out there killing them, crossing over. I'll be right back. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, so we leave. I was like, yo, I'm talking to my man. I was like, yo, you heard this dude talking to himself? Yo, he keep on saying, yo, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So he looks at me with like these eyes, like he's like, yo, You don't know who that is? I'm like, yo, I don't know who that is. Like, yo, who are you talking about? He said, yo, that's I'll Be Right Back. I'm like, yo, I heard. So I'm like, that's his name? He said, yo, he's an N1. Yo, he's on all types of N1 mixtapes. And I'm like, yo, I don't know this dude. I just know that he's talking to himself, dog. I promise you, every time he scored, he kept on saying, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And he scored, yo, he was scoring all day on us. We lost, like for real lost. But I mean, so I went and did my research. Yeah, like dude is like, you know, he in his neighborhood, he is street legend. Like he is street legend. Like I'll be right back. Look him up. Look, you go Google him on YouTube. But yeah, I'll be right back. I was like, yo, but the dude just kept on talking to himself. But I just thought it was crazy. But I guess maybe that was just his thing. But yeah, shout out to again. I was in college. Oh wow. He was like I said. Every time he scored, he kept on saying, "I'll be right back." But yeah, he's a street legend in his neighborhood. Shout out to I'll Be Right Back. That's his name. I'm saying I was his name. I'll be right back, man. But yeah, man. N1 mixtape. They had the clothing brand. They had the sneakers. They had all of that locked down, man. So yeah, shout out to N1 mixtape. That era will never be forgotten. Never. In my mind, it's one of the best runs in street ball. Like, I mean, they started the street ball. I mean, well, you know, yeah. I mean, you had, you know, them, but you know, you had like the Harlem Globetrotters. But N1 mixtape is the start of, for me. It's some street ball. Let me see what I say. It's obviously off camera, but they brought it to a higher level. Let's just say that they brought street ball. It's like you took rapping on the corner, and then like you were just rapping on the corner, but then Smack DVD took it to a higher level. You understand what I'm saying? Like Smack, you know, like Smack with the battles, like they took battling to a whole new level. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to N1